ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. A local soccer player being afforded the opportunity of a lifetime. 16-year-old William Bales, who plays locally for Baja Juniors, leaves town on Monday for England, where he will be a part of the LEEDS United Elite Development Program. In addition to training with the First Division club, Bales will also get to go up against some of the big teams from the English Premier League, including Manchester City, Everton, Burnley, and Newcastle. At this level, Bales will be expected to act as a professional without getting paid, but the end result could pay even bigger dividends. Bales spoke about how this all came together.
My grassroots manager came to me and he said Leeds United are having open trials and he recommended I should go to it. I went to it and then it all worked out. It's a 2-year scholarship where we'll be playing football alongside getting a good education. At the end of the 2 years, they hand out professional contracts or offer the final 3rd year with education and football, and then from there they'll make their decision. All of the games are filmed, so there'll be good opportunities for scouts to see players and pick them up.
Bales also spoke about the experience he had in securing such a prestigious spot.
The first initial trial was an open trial, and then from then we got separate trials in Leeds, and then after that there were more trials. So it's a 3-trial process. Here it's, kick and run, but it's a lot more physical and technical in England. I'm quick to adapt to styles of football. In my position, I like to take control of the play, and when I get the ball, make attacks, score goals, get assists.
He's worked really hard. This is what he's wanted, and he's finally getting the opportunity to show the talent that he was born with, and also his desire to work hard so that he can accomplish his goals. And I think a lot of young Bahamians like William, could you take him as an example of what hard work and dedication can do for you?
I would like to become a professional soccer player.
From the WNBA, Jonquel Jones and the Connecticut Sun on the floor last night, closing out a 4-game homestand against the Phoenix Mercury. Close ball game after the first quarter, tied at 20-all. The Mercury actually took a 4-point lead into the locker room, but the second half, all Connecticut. The Sun outscored Phoenix 15-9 in the third quarter and 21-17 in the fourth, en route to a 68-62 victory. Jonquel tallying her 11th double-double of the season, 15 points and 14 rebounds. The Sun improved to 11-1 at home and now have won 6 straight as they continue to lead the league standings with a record of 15-6. Connecticut back out again on Sunday afternoon against New York Liberty as they start a 4-game road trip. Long Garden Hills summer basketball camp to a close today. The camp started out on the outdoors but was taken into the AFR League gym because of rain the past few days. A bit of issues today as well, with BPL pulling the plug on the lights, but campers still able to put the work in, and that's what it's all about.
Our theme for this camp was progress and not perfection, and as you can see, the kids are progressing basically on their game. It's all about teaching them lifelong lessons that can stay with them for the rest of their lives and make them better citizens within the country. And so being able to get over up to 100 kids for 1 week and try and mold their characters and take care of them is important. We want to unite this nation by starting with one community at a time, and we have some things set this month actually when Memphis come in town. That's going to take place on the Bozane Park. As you can see, with Summer Thunder's about to kick off, these players are the next players to be drafted in the NBA. We got Memphis, Texas Tech, Georgetown. There's some big top names, and Memphis having the #1 recruiting class in the United States this year. So for them to go out and give a camp for these kids and these kids to play with them and also take pictures with them and show some future, how profitable it was just to be there.
Now, this was a free camp, meaning sponsorship was very important. Deanza Sonny Cox from Sunshine Auto, one of those, making it happen.
What we're looking in return is for these kids to grow up and be productive citizens. So giving us a part of living for Sunshine Auto. So when Mario came to me with the idea of sponsoring this Garden Hills Community Basketball Camp, I was happy. I believe in sports. I believe in champions. One of these days, some of these youths right here, they're going to be champions, and they're going to remember this basketball camp that was put on by Sunshine Auto and Mario Boleg. So this is the first of many to come, and I'm looking forward to it. This union, this is a winning combination.
The Bahamas Blue Marlin Sporting Club will put on its 11th annual Tropical Shootout August 6th through the 8th. The venues are AF Adelaide, DW Davis, and Loyola Hall. Games start 3 p.m. daily. The opening will be at 8 p.m. on Monday at the National Training Agency, with the closing and trophy presentation set for 9 p.m. on Thursday at Loyola Hall. Some of the best senior girls and senior boys from here in the 242 taking on their counterparts from the USA. Rick Seymour from 365 Sports out of North Carolina, one of the organizers.
On the women's side, we've had some success. On the young men's side, there has not been a great deal of success, but we do have a group of new athletes that are coming in this year. They represent 34 different states, and so we have athletes from California to Washington State, New York, Florida, and whatnot. And so I think that our talent level is going to be much, much better.
The Atlantis Basketball League with the triple-header last night at the Betty Cole Park. In the opener, the Engineering All-Stars playing all the right cards, beating the Casino Aces 56-30. The second game was one-sided to say the least. Housekeeping, the Shockers, they had all the electricity, winning 65-6 over the ISD Lions. That's right, 65-6. As for the final game, the Water Park Predators, they were up big on the PETA Enforcers when the rain came down and the game was called. ACKLINS, one of 4 regattas taking place this Emancipation Holiday weekend, along with Black Point, Ruleville, and Cat Island. The last couple of years, the Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee has taken his Thunderbird to Ruleville. This year, though, he's in ACKLINS, and here's why.
Well, you know, ACKLINS has always been a special place of sailing. King Eric Gibson, you know, the father of, one of the fathers of sailing, was very, very instrumental in keeping the ACKLINS Sailing Association alive, and I thought it was a good gesture to pay tribute to him. You know, all of a sudden, you know, a lot of people are talking about sloop sailing in this country and forgetting the forefathers who laid a strong foundation for sloop sailing in our country. Men like King Eric and John Gibson, and you know, these people who were very much involved in making sailing a festivity that made a difference in helping people. Regattas were really established to help communities. We've lost some of that, and we're hoping that we could bring some of that back to the younger generation, to have a passion for it, to make it worth something more than just, you know, allowing it to die.
The Ricky MOXEY Track and Field Summer Camp is set for next week, August 5th through the 9th at Jolly Hall Beach in Georgetown, Exuma. It runs daily from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. with free t-shirts, snacks, and drinks. For more information, you can contact Coach MOXEY at 810-1427. Tomorrow that he won the first Olympic medal for an independent Bahamas. Rutherford taking bronze at the 1992 Games in Barcelona in the men's triple jump.
If I'm a hero, thank God from allowing Frank Rutherford to be a hero from the Bahamas, because I really love my country and I'm going to do the best to keep us up there on the map. You try to grab all those sentimental things that reminds you of home and just try to embrace them, to try to take your mind off all the pressure. And that's what Barcelona, you know, I guess we couldn't choose a better city to medal. So this being our 500th year of Columbus' first landfall in the Bahamas, I promised the Bahamian people that I was coming back to Barcelona to take some of that gold to bring back to the Bahamas. Because of inflation, the gold medal that I was supposed to bring from Barcelona wound up being a bronze. The gold medal, you know, maybe next time.
Definitely a great day in Bahamian sports history. And that will do it for sports. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.